welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today we are going to be sublimating a tumbler. Now today I'm going to be doing a full wrap, but I'm going to show you guys how to get that perfect seam. So that's a question that we get here all of the time, is how do we get that perfect seam? And I'm going to show you guys how to nearly pretty dang close get that perfect seam. So today I'm actually using the Tumbler Press from Heat Press Nation. This is their signature series. This one's been out for several years. It's well trusted along not only just crafters, but businesses use these ones. So this one is a really good one. It's tried and true. It's one of those ones. So we're going to be using it today. And what I have this guy set at is 385 for 60 seconds. And then we're going to be sublimating this super duper cute design here. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Starting off over here on designbundles.net, this is the file that we are using here today. I have it linked down below for you. So if you guys are cat lovers, or you guys know somebody that is a cat lover, this is going to be the perfect tumbler. I think this is so cute. It's a mixture between glitter and solid colors, and these little cats are just the cutest. So this is the file that I'm using today, and like I said, it is linked below. All right, so I have dropped the camera down because I want to show you the importance of using something like a paper trimmer to trim down your design, and then I want to show you guys wrapping that tumbler. So let's go over our supplies really quick. Once again, this is that super cute design that we're using. If you're new to sublimation, your prints are going to come out super light, and then once you press them, those colors are going to become vibrant. So this right here, where it looks like glitter, will look like glitter on the tumbler, which is super, super cool how that works. And even all of these little dots here will look like glitter. I love these cats. They're so cute. So we've got this printed out. And then I've got a paper trimmer here. Like I said, I've got my 20-ounce tumbler. I'll have some of these linked down below where you can get your best bang for your buck. So I've got a nice white tumbler here. This one comes with a lid and the straw. Now, the very first thing that you want to do, the straw is already separated, is remove this lid. You do not want to sublimate with your lid in. So number one rule, get that out of the way. Okay, so we've got our tumbler. The next thing you're going to need is a lint-free cloth. So you want to completely clean off your tumbler and remove any sort of lint or debris, because if you don't, this can hinder that design going onto your tumbler. So you never want to skip this step. All right, so you want to clean that. We've got that out of the way. And then what you want to do is you want some tape. So I'm going to use my handy dandy tape dispenser. We have this one linked down below for you guys. So you want your tape dispenser because you're going to be able to, or tapes of some heat resistant tape, if you will, to tape that seam. All right, so step number one, I've already cleaned my tumbler, so I'm going to scoot that guy out of the way. So let's go ahead and trim down. Now, you could use a pair of scissors, but the problem with the scissors is getting that line absolute precise. So the reason why I recommend a paper trimmer is because you're going to get that nice straight line every single time. So I'm just going to line this guy up here, getting it on this little cut line right here to get it absolutely perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down. So you guys can see I was able to get as close as I can to this design without cutting any off, and I was able to keep it straight. So it doesn't matter what brand you use for a paper trimmer. You just want to invest when you get into sublimating these tumblers, or any sort of sublimation at that, is to get yourself a nice paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to be trimming away all the way around here. Now, what's really nice about our designs is they are already designed out and ready to go. Now, if you ever run into an issue, what I like to do is simply go into, say, for example, I use a Sawgrass SG500. When I'm in that print manager, I'll just bump it up just a few. So, for example, these come in 9.3 wide, and I bump them up to 9.58 wide. So let's go ahead and trim that. All right, so now you can see all the way around this guy. It is perfect. So that's what you want. Perfect. Kitty cat, you get it. Perfect. So what we've got here is trimmed, right? Super, super nice, super straight lines. That's what you need. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get these pieces out of our way. All right. And we're going to get ready to tape this down. So bear with me while I get these off of this little silicone pad here. All right. And get them out of our way. So what we need to do is bring in this tumbler here, and you need to figure out that center on your paper. So you're going to figure out that center, and we are going to pull this guy around here. So you see how these are going I'm not overlapping, and these guys are going to fall like super flush. See that line there? I'm going to bring it up so hopefully you guys can see here. See this line here? It is so flush. So you don't want to overlap. So a lot of times if you ever see some sort of ghosting or it's like a double image right on that edge, it's because you've went over. Never, ever overlap. Now, you know, my design could almost ended up too small. So you want to kind of mess with that. And if you cut your design, if you print it just a little bit too big, you can always trim that with your paper trimmer. So the way to measure your tumblers here is what I like to do is I keep a sewing ruler on hand because they're easy to go around. You can find these for usually around $1. Get this off of here. And then you can go ahead and wrap this because with this type of ruler, you're able to go all the way around and you can wrap it to get that exact measurement. So around 9.5 is where we're at. So that way you can, you know, like I said, if you printed it just a little bit bigger, you can go ahead and trim that down. All right, so I'm going to wipe this guy one more time, and then we're going to get this as close as possible and tape it down. All right. So we are going to center this guy up, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start to wrap this guy. So give me a second to kind of get it all lined up here. All right, so once we've got this where we want it, I feel like I could bump it down just a smidge. There we go. So once you get that first little bit, you can see that see how close I've got that? Let me bring in my tape dispenser. This handy dandy tape dispenser gives us those little bitty tapes. And so I'm going to go ahead and get my first tape down. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue. Now I do believe with this one, I could have, give me a few more pieces of tape. I could have made it just a little bit. So how I did like the 5.8, I should have went to 9.6. 9.6. I believe that I think it was 9.3 and then I went 9 so I think it's 9.6 is where I should have been. All right. So you're just making sure you're pulling this super tight on both sides. Okay. There we go. So you want to make sure there is no gaps all the way around and it looks just like this. So this guy's ready to load. All right, so what you want to do is, you see how this has the cord here? I like to load mine in this side. Now, before you actually even turn this guy on, put your tumbler in there and close it until it's nice and tight to get that pressure. You don't want to be doing that while it's hot because this is going to get hot quick. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go right in here and we're going to press it twice. So we're going to go ahead and close this guy up and we're pressing it 385 for 60 seconds. So once that 60 seconds beeps, we're going to open it, we're going to rotate it, and then we're going to close it again for another 60 seconds. All right, so we are getting super close. So make sure you have some heat gloves or you can get yourself some pliers. I've got a whole little technique. I'm going to be showing you that on that very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this now. So we're going to rotate it around so that way we can get the other part, because whenever it comes to a tumbler press, there's this whole top part that is not getting sublimated, and that's why you have to press it twice. Now, say I was just doing a single design on it on the front or on one side, I wouldn't have to do that, or even if it was the front and back, because the way that they set in there, you would only have to press it once for 60 seconds. But because it is a full wrap, you need to rotate it and then press it again because of that spot. Now, if you were doing this in a convection oven, you would use Supples shrink. It's a little sleeve. You would go in there, go in the convection oven, around 385 to 400 degrees for 4 to 6 minutes. All right, so we are beeping here. So now let's go ahead and get it out. Now this is gonna be super duper hot. So like I said, you wanna get some heat gloves here, and we're just gonna slide it out this way here. Set it on my other heat glove, and then we are going to go ahead and peel. So you want to be super duper careful. And actually, I'm going to keep this glove on, and I'm going to attempt to peel it with this hand. So be super, super careful at home and use your heat glove. So I like to peel mine while it's nice and hot. Let's see if I could get one piece started here. Give me just a second. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and peel down, just getting this to open up here. Hopefully you guys can already start to see that just a little bit. You guys are getting a little bit of a sneak peek. Now, if you were doing your tape, because you can do it in one long strip if you wanted to and not pieces like I did, you would obviously just peel that one piece of tape straight down. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my paper going here. without burning myself, because this tumbler is 400 degrees. Alrighty. So mine came super duper close, which I'm going to drop the camera down and show you guys in just a second. But how cute is this tumbler? It is absolutely adorable. So you guys can see how super cute this guy is. I love it. So let me go ahead and drop the camera down so I can show you my seam. All right, so as you guys can see, I was so close with that seam. So you can see the colors there. It looks gorgeous. See how this looks like glitter? It is so cool how that actually works. The color combo on this one is so cute. So you see how I was so close with that seam. So I should have done, I believe, like I said, that 9.6, and that would have been absolutely perfect. But the point is, you do not want to overlap. You want to butt them up together and not overlap. So there you guys have it. It is so cute. And there you guys have it. How super duper cute did this tumbler come out? And as you guys could see, I was so close with that seam there. Like I said, you just want to butt those up together and not overlap. You're going to get the absolute perfect seam there. And like I said, what I would start doing different is I'm either going to do 9.6, 9.61, but you really just want to trim it so close. And I was just off by a smidge, so I'd probably just do the 9.6. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that you guys have found it inspiring in some sort of way. And if you guys have not already, please join our Facebook community group. We have tons of other crafters over there giving lots of inspiration using our files, as well as if you need help along the way, you can get help from not only us, but the crafters out there very quickly. So you guys can join that. That is in the link below. All of the supplies that I have used today, from the tumbler to the tumbler press, as well as this design, you can find in the description. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.